Alright guys, so this is part of a 900-0093 rear bench seat that you would order from Argo itself. This is part of the kit of what it looks like. This is actually from a roll bar unit, an SXR. I'm going to be putting this kit in here. This is what it looks like before. Okay, a little hint of advice if you're going to do that. Take where these bolts holes are right there. Take a tap and die and clear out the paint, because there's paint in there, and if you don't, it is going to cross thread and you might not be able to get the brackets in there like you should. This might be a long video, so bear with me. Okay, so first you're going to grab these brackets here. That's for your support for the rear seat and the frame. Okay, you're going to look for these little pins here. You're going to have to put these in first because it's a pain in the butt to put them in after the brackets are done, so do them right now while everything's easy to get to. Okay, so I put the pin in. You get a little clip right there you put in. That's how this is supposed to look. We're getting ready to put the bracket in here shortly. Okay, as you can see, I got this bracket set in here. Good rule of thumb, start to finger tight these brackets in first. Put these bolts in here before you do the pop rivets in there, or you're not going to be able to get the pop rivets in and it's really going to make you mad. Okay, I got the bracket put in. Now I'm going to be drilling the holes for the pop rivets here shortly. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you mark your holes and then pull the bracket back a little bit and then drill it. Make sure you don't drill through the lower body, because that can happen too. Alright, so I got the holes drilled. To give you these little washers to put on the back side of the pop rivets to help hold the bracket into place and stuff. What I found with this is you can usually get the front one and the back one. The middle one is almost impossible to do. So that being said, just try your best to get that, okay? Okay, so I got them pop riveted into place. Next thing you're going to get, so you're going to look for this latch right here. You can put these in the wrong way, so you definitely want to make sure you mark them right and left. And then always a good idea to use Loctite on these bolts. They're just a Allen head that goes in there. Loctite them, or so if you don't, they can rattle loose and fall out. So definitely make sure you Loctite them. Alright, so there's one bracket in, completely assembled. Now it's time to do the other side. Alright, so now you got the frame for the rear bench seat that's going to be going together here shortly. So you're going to take this frame here and bolt it onto this lower frame bracket here. Keep in mind that these are for the front of the seat and this is the back of the seat. Remember when you put the bolts in there to put Loctite on there as well, so that'll help you. So I'm going to get ready to put this together. Okay guys, so this is how it's going to look with the bracket all put together. I'm going to be setting the frame in the back seat in the back of the machine. Then I'm going to put the seat cushions on and the backrest. So it's a lot easier doing it that way. It's not so heavy to pick up and stuff. So yeah, it'll be coming up here shortly. Alright, so I just set the frame in there. It clicked into place like it should be. Now, if you ever have to take the rear bench seat out, if you look, you're going to see a little release piece there. So you're going to pull that back, and that's going to allow you to take the seat frame out. Okay, so that's how you get those out. Alright, so I've got the rear seat cushion set into place. You can see the hinges right there, or you put this other side in. So you're going to look for this little pin right here. That's going to slide into place here. Try to do this one-handed. As you can see, it's not that fun. 1 second. Okay, so I got the pin put in, put the other one in. Okay, now you got the rear seat cushion in. Now we're going to be doing the backrest here. The backrest, you're going to have an Allen head. And these are your screws that are supposed to be in there. Sometimes what you can run into is that the backrest bolt holes don't line up. So before you install it, make sure that you actually take and loosely check them to make sure that they will line up. If not, you have to notch the backrest frame a little bit so that it lines up. So don't over tighten everything at once. You put these things together loosely, okay? Alright, so I got all the backrest bolts started. Now you just turn around and you tighten them up. Make sure you tighten them up by hand. Don't use a torque wrench or anything like that. You want to go in there nice and easy and just kind of tighten them up so they're nice and snug. If you crank them down, they can break loose because they're just a little brass fitting back there that's held into place. So use your head when you're doing it. Okay, so yeah, from looking at it, you can see that the rear bench seat is now installed in this Aurora. Now the rear bench seat will fit the Aurora 950, 800, 850s, Frontier 700, 8x8, and the Frontier 650, 8x8. This is actually going to be a ROPS unit, which is going to look very similar to the one right there. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, guys. Thank you for watching.